evening. Before we start off with today's program, I would like us to sing the Ambazonian National Anthem.
Hail this land of glory, we Ambazonians pledge our loyalty. Praise to our Savior who granted us our freedom, and legacy to the hero who fought the war began. Glory to glory, we rise and never to fall. Carrying our nation, going we met the glory, glory to the Father for making you a nation and joy forevermore. Amazonia, land of freedom, you shall live in plenty, meeting our need, and your children shall be like the stars above. The Most High God being the watchman of His nation. Amazonia, land of freedom, you shall live in plenty, meeting our need, and your children shall be like the stars above. The Most High God being the watchman of this nation.
Thank you, fellow Ambalanders. Thank you, soldiers of the revolution. Once again, fellow Ambalanders, fellow soldiers of the revolution, I bring you patriotic greetings from this part of the world. I come today to you, today the 27th of May, 2020, with mixed feelings of sadness, and yet I come to celebrate the life of an Ambazonian statesman, the life of an Ambazonian icon, the life of a hero, the life of a valiant soldier, the life of a true freedom fighter, the life of a historian, the life of a walking encyclopedia, the life of a brave and unwavering soldier of the revolution, the life of a father of the nation, an incorruptible icon, a no-nonsense father when it comes to defending the history and the territorial integrity of Ambazonia. But most especially, fellow Ambalanders, I have come today to celebrate the life of a man who doesn't blink when it comes to speaking truth to power concerning the facts and history or the statehood of Ambazonia. I come to celebrate the life of Mola Njoh Litumbe. Fellow soldiers of the revolution, since yesterday when we got the breaking news about the demise of Mola Njoh Litumbe, Ambazonians across the globe, they mourn because an Iroko tree has fallen. But in reality, we are celebrating the life of a freedom fighter. In reality, we are celebrating the life of a father to all, the father of the nation. Fellow Ambalanders, Mola Litumbe, I call him Papa Ambazonian. I call him Papa Ambazonian because the first time I came in contact with his father, I saw the spirit of a true fighter. I saw the spirit of a freedom fighter. I saw the spirit of a father. I saw a man who fought for the freedom of his people from his youth through to his old age, and even to a point when he could no longer move his legs. We all saw this during the 1 million march in front of the White House in Washington, D.C. in 2018. Fellow Ambalanders, I have therefore come today not to mourn, but to celebrate. Pa Mola Njoh Litumbe, for more than 50 years, has stood for Ambazonia. He has not wavered in his public stance, in his articulation of the facts and history of Ambazonia. He has been a towering figure as far as the right of the people of Ambazonia to freedom is concerned. He did it with pride and honor. With pride and honor for who he was and where he came from. Fellow Ambalanders, today I will say I have not come to mourn, I have come to celebrate the life of an icon. We must, fellow Ambalanders, we should all take pride in the resilience, the patience, and the long-lasting sacrifices made by this iconic figure of Ambazonia, even though he departed without seeing the freedom of the land he so fought to free in his lifetime. We must all also take pride of the fact that we can also stand and defend Ambazonia and allow the next generation to reap the benefits of what we have done in the same way we are reaping the hard works and resilience and the incorruptible nature of people and icons like Mola Litumbe, who fought and defended Ambazonia all through his life, till the last day he left this earth. Fellow soldiers of the revolution, as I mentioned earlier, like I mentioned in the beginning, I have not come here to cry over the death of Mola Njoh Litumbe. And I am calling on all Ambazonians across the globe to rise and celebrate the life of a father, to celebrate his courage, to celebrate his tenacity, to celebrate his steadfastness, and to celebrate an iconic and a giant man, or the giant nature of his heart, that he fought even in the heart of our communities for the freedom of our homeland. This is why we must celebrate rather than mourn. He deserves our celebration. And only when we celebrate in fighting to bring freedom to our homeland and give him justice. Fellow Ambalanders, Mola Litumbe has traveled across the world. He has traveled across the globe to lay the Ambazonian case. Mola in 1995 with a delegation traveled to the United Nations to table the Ambazonian case. He has traveled to the African Union, he has traveled across the European Union, and he has traveled across America, making personal sacrifices just for the freedom of Ambazonia. And this must be a lesson that we must all learn, that the fight for the liberation of Ambazonia comes with personal sacrifices, and the likes of Mola Njoh Litumbe is something we must all emulate and look up to. Fellow Ambalanders, the life of Mola is an example of what we should emulate as a people. If we must fight, we must learn to make personal sacrifices. We must keep aside our personal interests, or we must keep aside politics and fight for the freedom of our people. Mola has demonstrated this throughout his life on this earth, throughout his years. He has stood against the regime. He has presented the case of Ambazonia before international bodies, and he has stood amongst Ambazonia even in his old age to make sure that the good fight he started, we take it to a fruitful conclusion. For this reason, we must celebrate people who are an icon like Mola Litumbe. Ambalanders, we have legends in Ambazonians, in the likes of Mola in the likes of Dr. Arnold Bo Yombeng, in the likes of Justice Ebong, who all fought and defended Ambazonia. Justice Ebong sacrificed his life and career and yet died in exile in America. Dr. Bo Yombong, who was the one who built the biggest clinic in Douala, yet died in exile in America. Pa Mola himself didn't die in Ambazonia, the land of his birth. Because of the evil nature of La République du Cameroon in Ambazonia, because they have destroyed our medical institutions and facilities within Ambazonia, we have been unable to give the level of medical attention to our own very iconic person, statesman in Ambazonia the way we should have done because of the brutality within Ambazonia. He died in La République du Cameroon. He died in Douala. Ambalanders, this is something this never again generation must not allow to repeat itself. We must stand up and we must stand out to fight, to defend our economy, to defend our institutions, to defend our educational institution, our medical institution, and defend the territorial integrity of Ambazonia as a whole. Fellow Ambalanders, the only honor we can give to the lives of Mola Njoh, Justice Ebang, Dr. Bo, General Ivan Ba, who fought and bled for Ambazonia, who gave his life for Ambazonia, is when, and many others who have fought for the liberation of Ambazonia, or have died for the liberation of Ambazonia, is when we as a people can brave the odds and end Cameroon's occupation within our territory. This is the only way we can honor the likes of these people who have sacrificed their lives, who have sacrificed their families, who have sacrificed their freedoms to defend the freedom of Ambazonia and the territorial integrity of our homeland. Ambalanders, I would like to call on your indulgence that talking about Mola and any other who has died will not give him justice. But if we as a people will rise and defend the ideals for which he stood for, fought for, gave his entire life for, that will be our greatest honor. That will be the greatest honor we can accord someone like Mola and others who have gone before us fighting for the liberation of Ambazonia. I want to use this opportunity and speak on behalf of the Ambazonian Governing Council. I want to inform Ambazonia that we of the Ambazonian Governing Council are more energized and more determined to the last man standing to knock out anything left over of La République du Cameroon within our territory. Only this can be the greatest honor or justice that we can render to the likes of Mola Litumbe for fighting and giving up his life for Ambazonia. Fellow Ambalanders, my office will be reaching out to the family of Mola Njoh to get the funeral program. And once this is obtained, I will be informing the Ambazonian people accordingly. I would also like to inform you all that the President of the Ambazonian Governing Council, Dr. Cho Lucas Ayaba, will in the coming days come out to address the people of Ambazonia on this issue. Also permit me to use this opportunity to call on ground commanders, fighters of the Ambazonian War of Independence, the Ambazonian Defense Forces, and every other fighting force on the ground that is fighting to defend the territorial integrity of Ambazonia, that they should increase the economic cost on La République du Cameroon. We are calling on them not to be merciful with them. We are calling on them to be merciless. As a matter of fact, we are calling on them not to blink until the last soul or any soldier of La République du Cameroon is taken out of our territory. Fellow soldiers of the revolution, like I said in the beginning, I have not come here today to cry over the death of Mola Njoh Litumbe. I have come to celebrate the father of Ambazonia. I have come to give honor to the father of Ambazonia, to an icon, to a hero, to a statesman who deserves our celebration, our acknowledgement, who deserves everything that us Ambazonians can offer. For he has fought, he has stood the time, and he has proven to us that we can still do it in this our time. We are the never again generation. He acknowledged that we are the never again generation. So we must not fail. He didn't fail in his time. We as the never again generation cannot and must never fail in this our time. He fought to bequeath a free homeland to his children. He has given us the will to fight, and we in our time must fight to the last man standing to give our people a befitting place to call home. I thank you all for your kind attention, and we say, Mola Njoh Litumbe, rest in power. Your children will definitely finish that which you started. Thank you very much for your kind attention. God bless you all.